Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, all of you. Now, yesterday, we had started this chapter day before in this week, that is crop production and its management. In this chapter, we have discussed about the different agricultural practices, crop production, what is agriculture, and the different in agricultural practices, we have talked about Kharif and Rabi crop, the sowing and harvesting season of this Rabi and Kharif crop. Can anybody tell me what is the sowing season of Kharif crop?
Ma'am, June.
June.
Yes. And what is the
June.
harvesting?
October.
Harvesting season?
October.
Okay, correct. Then what is the sowing season of Rabi crop?
November.
November.
And harvesting season?
April.
April.
Okay. Then yesterday we have discussed about 2 points about the various agriculture practices required for agriculture. First point was your preparation of soil. What are the advantages of preparation of soil? Soil preparation का advantages क्या-क्या है?
It
बताइए।
improves air circulation so that roots
Can
spread
penetrate
easily.
deeper into the
Roots-
soil. This enables them to hold the plant firmly.
Plowing
Yes.
enhances the water retaining capacity of the soil. Plowing uproots the weeds growing in the field. It also aids in the growth of the microbes.
Okay. Then we have discussed about plowing or tilling. Can anybody define what is plowing?
The practice of loosening and turning the soil.
Yes, loosening and turning the soil is known as plowing. Then what are crumbs?
A plugged field has big pieces of soil called crumbs.
A plugged field has big pieces of soil called clumps.
Okay, very good. Then we discussed about levelers. What are the uses of levelers? Leveler का use क्यों करते हैं हम लोग? Just to break the larger pieces of soil and make the field in a one level so that the sowing is convenient. Then next is what are the different methods of sowing? Sowing का different methods क्या है?
Broadcasting, seed drill, and
Broadcasting, seed drill,
Broadcasting, seed drill, and
transplanting.
transplantation.
Yes, broadcasting, seed drill, and transplantation. These are the 3 methods of sowing. Broadcasting is just scattering away of the seeds in the field, in the prepared field. And seed drill is sowing the seed through the help of this machine that is known as seed drill. And transplantation is preparing the seedling in another field which is known as nursery, and then planting it into the bigger field for proper availability of sunlight, water, and proper manures and fertilizers. Okay, proper nutrients. Today's topic is, children, soil replenishment. What does this mean? आपका ये आज का टॉपिक है soil replenishment. What does it mean? Replenishment का मतलब क्या होता है? How can the soil regain its nutrient? Every time we are growing and growing the crops from the soil, we are taking the yield year after year. लेकिन उस soil में जितना nutrients है, उसको फिर से regain करना तो जरूरी है ना, तभी आपका soil particular yield अच्छे से दे सकता है. Particular variety of crop अगर आप उसमें grow करवाइएगा, तो वो अच्छे से आपका yield दे सकता है. We can take more and more yield from the soil. For that, we have got certain different practices to be followed. और वो practices क्या क्या है? First is your field fallow. Second is crop rotation. Third is manures, and fourth is fertilizers. These are the 4 steps to be followed for the replenishment, for recovery, or you can say regaining of the soil lost nutrients of the soil. Soil का जो lost nutrient है, उसको regain करने के लिए आपको ये चारों practices करना होगा, so that the soil can be more nutritive. Okay. Now here, one by one, I will explain all the points. एक एक करके मैं सारे points deal करूंगी. आप लोग ध्यान से सुनिए. Here, first is field fallow. Children, this field fallow means that we have to leave 1 year after twice or thrice if we continue if we are taking the yield from that field, particular field, year after year, तो 1 साल उसको हम लोग को barren छोड़ देना होगा, खाली छोड़ देना. And this field fallow, this process, this practice will help it to regain the lost nutrient by growing of weeds, by, although we say that we will leave the field barren, but some of the unwanted plant or the roots which are there of the previous crop, that will be left in that plant, and that will decay, decompose, and help the soil to regain its lost nutrient. And of course, the worms which are growing in the soil, the earthworm, they also will add to its nutrient. So it is a very important practice for leaving the field vacant or barren for 1 year after taking 2 or 3 continuous years of its yield from that field. This is known as field fallow. Then after that, crop rotation. If we are using, or if we are cultivating or growing same type of plant in a particular field, then a time will come that it will become deficient in the soil. The soil will become deficient in a particular nutrient, particular variety of nutrient. So we have to see that if we are for 1 year or 2 years, if we are growing Rabi crop, then next 1 or 2 years we will grow Kharif crop or intermediate crops. जैसे कि अगर वो खरीफ के लिए वो soil suitable है, तो उसके intermediate में उसके अलावा, मतलब खरीफ के अलावा कुछ आप seasonal vegetables, seasonal fruits आप उसमें grow कर लीजिए, ताकि जो एक particular utility of that soil nutrients is not lost, that is regained. अब आपके दिमाग में होगा how it is regained. अगर आप एक ही तरह का soil से nutrient loss होते रहेगा, तो वो soil deficient हो जाएगा in that particular nutrient. So what you have to do? You have to just grow different variety of crop after 1 or 2 years, so that the particular variety of nutrient which is absorbed by a particular type of plant, that is just stopped, and it is regaining that nutrient, which is for that period if it is not grown in that field. Like suppose कर लो 1 साल आप paddy grow किए, दूसरे 2 साल या 3 साल आप paddy एक field में grow किए, and then stop growing that paddy in that field. You just for 1 or 2 years you can grow vegetables, or 1 or 2 years if it is suited for Rabi crop, अगर वो soil suited है Rabi crop के लिए, then you can grow Rabi crop. So this is crop rotation. 1 साल आप दूसरा variety grow कराओ, एक 2 साल और फिर दो साल आप दूसरा वेराइटी ऑफ क्रॉप ग्रो करवाओगे, then that soil will regain its lost nutrient and then it will be fit for the healthy growth of the other type of soil, जो particular type of soil. तो बार बार चेंज होने से उसमें lost nutrients आ जाए. Then comes the third point, that is manures. What is the difference between manure and fertilizer? That you have to understand. Manure और fertilizer में क्या difference है? Manures are developed by the dead and decomposed part of plant, cow dung or animal matter. But fertilizers are developed in the factories and there is a nutritive value also of fertilizer, that whatever lost nutrient, chemically what is lost in the soil, that is added by the fertilizers, but manures are less harmful as compared to fertilizers. Fertilizers आप ज्यादा नहीं डाल सकते हो, but this manures we can put in any amount. Manures डाला जा सकता है because they are organic and they decompose and get converted, mixed in the soil to regain its nutrient. But fertilizers are prepared in the laboratory and it is particularly prepared according to the, you can say, appropriate amount of minerals which are lost in the soil. That is prepared, fertilizers are prepared according to that. Clear? Then, overuse of fertilizers can change the chemical nature of the soil. This is a harmful impact of fertilizers, but in manures this does not happen because it is an organic product. Organic product in the sense, jitna bhi decomposed part of the leaves which fall or the dead parts of the roots or the decomposed part of animals or cow dung or the worm, facial matter of the worm, these all are added in the soil in the form of manures. Then there is one topic, do you know? Role of leguminous plant in increasing the nitrogen content of the soil. Children, this is an important topic, that the plant is not capable of trapping the atmospheric nitrogen. Plant के पास ये कैपेबिलिटी नहीं होती है कि डायरेक्टली वो एटमॉस्फेयर के नाइट्रोजन को ट्रैप कर सके, but it is very much needed by the leguminous plant. What are leguminous plant? Leguminous plant are your pulses plant. जितना भी pulses है, चना, मूंग, मसूर, अरहर, they all are your leguminous. They are leguminous, belong to leguminous family. So here, what is the work of this leguminous plant? That they have got a type of bacteria in their root nodule, and this bacteria is responsible for capturing the atmospheric nitrogen and converting it into useful nitrogenous compound. वो नाइट्रोजनस कंपाउंड में कन्वर्ट कर देता है बैक्टीरिया और तब आपका नाइट्रोजन वो प्लांट ट्रैप कर सकता है और यूज कर सकता है. So this is a very useful bacteria present in the root of this leguminous plant, and for some time when the leguminous plants are harvested, then the roots are left over in the soil. Roots को soil में छोड़ दिया जाता है so that it gets decomposed and the nitrogen is trapped in the soil. This is also a practice done, and that bacteria is known as rhizobium bacteria. उस बैक्टीरिया को rhizobium bacteria बोला. Clear? Then we will come to the next topic, that is irrigation. As we all know, children, preparation of the soil is necessary, then sowing is necessary, then soil replenishment is necessary. Soil replenishment means how to regain the fertility of the soil. Then very important factor, that we have to give water, supply water to the plant, and that method of supplying water is to irrigate the plant. That is known as irrigation. अब इरिगेशन में क्या होगा, यू जस्ट इमेजिन ऑफ द फील्ड विच इज वेरी बिग, तो उसके इरिगेशन में अलग अलग तरह का टेक्निक यूज होगा, और वो टेक्निक है, पहले ट्रेडिशनल मेथड यूज किया जाता था, जिससे कि पंप, ट्यूबवेल, वेल्स से कनेक्ट करके और फील्ड में वाटर को सप्लाई किया जाता, ठीक है। सो हियर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द इरिगेशन मेथड which is natural, which can be natural also. The natural method we all are dependent on rain water. Rain water अगर उस season में आया तो well and good, we are not, we don't have to pay anything, and we can directly irrigate the field. The field will be irrigated in a natural. But what about if the shower of rain is not appearing at a proper time? अगर प्रॉपर टाइम पर वो अपियर नहीं करता तो हमको अपना ट्रेडिशनल मेथड या जो मॉडर्न टेक्निक्स है, वी हैव टू यूटिलाइज दोस मेथड. बट समटाइम चिल्ड्रन, व्हाट हैपेंस दैट इन द फील्ड sometime there is heavy rain which is more than the required amount. अगर वो more than the required amount है, then where will it accumulate? It will get accumulated in the field itself. Field में ही accumulate होता है. तो अगर वो field में accumulate हो गया, then what will happen? That process is known as water logging, and if it is for more than a required time, 2, 3, 1 week or more than that, then it will damage the crops. That process is known as water logging. उस method को water logging कहते हैं. इसलिए फील्ड में वाटर लॉगिंग नहीं होना चाहिए. इट कैन बी इरिगेटेड टाइमली, बट इट विल नॉट, इट शुड नॉट बी लॉग्ड ओवर देयर. लॉग्ड मींस टू स्टैंड स्टिल, एक जगह खड़े हो जाना. तो दैट शुड नॉट बी देयर इन द फील्ड. फील्ड में ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि वो एक जगह पानी स्थिर हो जाए तो आपके पौधों को क्या कर देगा, इट विल बिकम येलो, इट विल ड्राई अप एंड इट विल डैमेज द yield and production of the crop. Then comes the other term, that is lodging. Lodging means untimely rains, when it is not in the proper time and it is along with strong wind. अगर wind के साथ untimely rain आता है, like suppose if the crops are standing in the field and it is in the maturation stage, वो maturation stage पे, और उस टाइम में अगर अनटाइमली रेन आया, then along with the wind, then it will make the plants fall down in the field. और वो, because at that time what happens children, the plant is full of the grains and full of the productivity which we are going to take it from it. तो अगर वो मैच्योरेशन स्टेज में है तो पूरा हमारा फील्ड भरा हुआ होगा ग्रेन से, और उस टाइम में अगर आपका पानी आता है, बारिश होती है विथ हेवी स्टॉर्म एंड विंड, तो आप देखते होंगे बहुत सारे पेड़ पौधा अपरूटेड होता और इट मे फॉल डाउन इन द फील्ड इटसेल्फ. तो व्हाट विल हैपन, that will damage to a large extent. All the grains will fall down in the field itself before harvesting, and as it is make it wet also, then the grain will decay in the soil itself. So there will be just a damage caused in the production of the crops. So this water logging and lodging, these all are the two terms which are correlated, but they are damaging in both the sense. दोनों सेंस में वो डैमेज करेगा. तो एक सेंस में क्या है कि पानी स्थिर हो गया और तब वो डैमेज कर दिया. दूसरे सेंस में उस पूरे पौधे को गिरा दिया, फॉल डाउन कर गया, और तब उसका ग्रेन्स पूरा सॉइल में या तो वो वेट होके डीके कर जाएगा या डिकम्पोज करेगा, या it will not be in a proper condition to be utilized. Then after that we have traditional method of irrigation. Traditional method में क्या होता है? Traditional method में आप देखते होंगे कि जो पंप सेट होता था, वेल्स होता था, ट्यूब वेल्स होता था, उससे रिवर से कनेक्टिविटी करके जहां वाटर stored रहता है for nearby field. अगर जिस area में है, canals built होता है for proper irrigation, for providing proper irrigation facility. These all are developed, and nearby villages or farms where there is cultivation process going on, people dig wells so that they can connect it with the water sources. Then it is connected in that way. Then if there is scarcity of water, जहां पर पानी की कमी होगी, तो modern techniques are utilized. What are those modern techniques? Modern techniques क्या है? Sprinkler system and drip irrigation system. Sprinkler means giving water from the in the form of showers. Showers की तरह, ऊपर से जैसे रेन वाटर आता है ना, उसी तरह से उसको शार की तरह वाटर प्रोवाइड करना through this sprinkler method. And drip irrigation is connecting it where there is scarcity of water, जहां पर पानी की बहुत scarcity है, वहां पर इसको connect किया जाता है through having narrow pipes, tubes, and then drop by drop it is allowed to make the soil wet so that the plants can have only that much water which is there for their survival. Because there in those areas, children, water resources are limited. Like if we talk about scarcity of water, then the Rajasthan will be, state will come in first, that it is not having proper amount of water or rainfall. So in these areas where there is less amount of water, this drip irrigation method is done, or it is sometimes connected with bamboo, artificial bamboo pipes also. इस तरह का bamboo का cutting होता है और एक bamboo को दूसरे bamboo से connect करके, and then it is allowed to take into the field. Then the water is allowed to take into the field from the source, because all where the sources are not available. हर जगह sources available नहीं है, तो they have to carry a long distance. बहुत दूर दूर तक आपको इस तरह का कनेक्टिविटी करना पड़ता है ताकि आप एक वाटर रिसोर्स से दूसरे जगह तक आप पानी ले जा सकें. Is it clear?
Yes.
Children, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then you can just understand that what is the method of irrigating the field. यहाँ तक किसी को कोई दिक्कत है, कोई प्रॉब्लम है? Naman, you are joining the class. I want to talk to you after the class. आप please call करिए, क्योंकि मैं कॉल करती हूँ तो आप फोन नहीं उठाते हो. Naman is there? Naman Garg,
Yes, ma'am.
आपका फोन जो आप नंबर दिए हुए हो वो फोन आपका कोई पिकअप नहीं करता है, तो आप आफ्टर द क्लास यू जस्ट टॉक टू मी.
Yes, ma'am.
एंड दोज हु आर देयर इन द क्लास प्लीज लिसन. एक बात आप लोग ध्यान से सुनिए, आप लोग टेस्ट में अपीयर नहीं हो रहे हो देन यू विल बी इन प्रॉब्लम. प्लीज अपीयर इन द टेस्ट. दीपक कुमार इज ऑल्सो देयर. आप भी फोन नहीं उठाते हो. Deepak, please have a talk to me after the class.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Okay,
एक
ma'am.
बार आप कॉल करिएगा, क्योंकि मेरे पास जो नंबर है वो उसमें आप बात नहीं करते हैं, आप फोन ही नहीं उठाते हैं उस नंबर पे. Okay.
Yes.
Then anybody who is interested, कौन Narayani? Narayani, are you there? Okay, जो भी है connected. Krish, are you there?
यस मैम।
चलिए आप रीड करिए तो
मैम कहाँ से?
जो हम लोग कल पढ़ लिए थे
ड्रिप
soil
इरिगेशन।
replenishment. Read from soil replenishment.
मैम शुरू से?
No, soil replenishment. Page number 156.
Soil replenishment. You know
Yes.
that crops take nutrients from the soil for their proper growth. If farmers continue to grow the same crop year after year in the same field, the yield gradually decreases. This is because the same plants consume the same nutrients from the soil and make it infertile. Hence, to replenish the fertility of the soil, farmers follow many different methods. We now discuss about some of these methods. Field fallow. The agricultural land is left uncultivated for one or more seasons. Dead animals and plants accumulate on land and then decomposed by microbes. In this way, nutrients get replenished in the soil. Crop rotation. Some crops like wheat and rice use lots of nitrogen of the soil. The nitrogen thus lost can be easily replenished in the soil by growing one leguminous crop between two successive cereal crops. Manures. Wastes of animals and plants can be used as manure to replenish the nutrient deficient soil. Farmers dump animal dung and vegetable and crop wastes at open places and let them get decomposed by bacteria and fungi. After a month or so, the manure is ready. It is then mixed up with soil before sowing. Farmers also use another method for providing manure to the soil. They grow quick growing plants like alfalfa, sun hemp, millets.
It is a type of grass.
etc. These are then plopped back into the soil while still green. These serve as green manure. These supply nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus to the soil and help in improving the overall quality of the soil. Manures not only increase the nutrients but also enhance the water holding capacity of the soil. Fertilizers. These are chemical substances rich in specific nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Fertilizers are produced in factories and are easier to store and transport as compared to manures. Being soluble in water, they are readily absorbed by the plants, but overuse of fertilizers can change the chemical nature of the soil. Do you know vermicomposting is a process of using earthworms to prepare manure from plant waste? Example, dry leaves, vegetable peels, etc. Role of leguminous plant in increasing the nitrogen content in the soil. Plants like pea, beans, and soya beans are known as leguminous plants. Their ability to fix gaseous nitrogen into nitrogenous salt makes leguminous plants ideal. Agriculture organisms. They thus help to reduce the use of nitrogen fertilizers for meeting the requirement of the plant in the fields. These plants have root nodules on their root that are associated with bacteria like rhizobium. The bacteria convert gaseous nitrogen into nitrates that can be used by plants as a source of nitrogen. Leguminous plants can grow well even in soil poor in sources of nitrogen. Such plants grow in a field also help the other crops in the same field to get sufficient nitrogen salt. After a leguminous crop is harvested, the roots of these plants are left in the soil to decay. This process enriches the soil with nitrogen compounds that can be utilized by the next generation of plants in the same field.
Now children,
Ma'am,
till here any problem? कोई point जो आपको clear नहीं है? Anybody? Anybody who want to ask anything? किसी के पास कोई क्वेश्चन है? कुछ नहीं समझ में आ रहा है? Okay, then continue. Read it. You read. Fertilizers, if you are asking about fertilizers, fertilizers are chemically prepared in the factories and it is prepared according to the deficiency in the soil. And it may contain potassium, then phosphorus and nitrogen. Then there are some merits and demerits, both are there. So what are the merits? Merits are that it is very easily transported from one place to the other place. But the demerits are that if you are adding more amount of continuously, if you are supplying fertilizers, then the natural, you can say, chemicals which are present in the soil, their nature, that will change. So it has got a demerit also. And we have to put it put these fertilizers in limited amount in the soil. But to regain the these essential minerals, we have to just depend on fertilizers. But manures are much more useful, and their handling is very difficult. But if it is put in the soil, if overuse is also there, then it will not harm the soil, and it will also, you can say, increase the water retaining capacity of the soil. So this is the main use of fertilizers and manures, and these are the advantages and disadvantages of manures and fertilizers. Then next point, you can prepare manure at home also. This is the activity given in your book. एक activity जो दिया हुआ आपके book में, उसमें आप manures को घर में भी बना सकते हो by putting your all the taking a pot or digging a certain area and putting all the kitchen waste in it and leaving it for some time. When it will decompose, then you can use it in your kitchen garden. और ये आपका main house से थोड़ा दूर होना चाहिए, because when it will decompose, it will have a foul smell also and some growth will be there, and it should be covered. वो covered होना चाहिए, because the bacteria and fungi which will grow can also create a foul smell, and growth will be, that will hamper the other areas in the locality in which you are living. So it should be in a far distance from your house. Then who will read this water logging? Water logging कौन पढ़ेगा? Next one, Ananya.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, read करिए. Irrigation.
Yes, ma'am.
Page number 158.
Yes, ma'am. Irrigation, the supply of water to the plant in the field.
Your voice is not coming.
Water.
Loudly, Ananya.
Irrigation. The supply of water to the plant in the field is known as irrigation. It is done with water from different resources like trains, canals, waterways, wells, and pumps.
साउंड आपका इतना कम क्यों आ रहा है?
Different, ma'am. Up, ठीक है?
हाँ, yes.
Irrigation. The supply of water to the plant in the field is known as irrigation. It is done with water from different sources like rains, canals, waterways, wells, and pumps. Different crops require specific amount of water at different stages of their growth. For example, paddy is transplanted in standing water and require constant time of flowering. Excessive supply of water can reduce air in the soil space and can cause waterlogging. This can damage the plant roots and can cause them to die. Traditional systems of irrigation. These involve drawing water from wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, and canals using cattle or human labor. Pumps are also used to lift water. The pulley system and the leveler system are examples of traditional systems of irrigation. However, such traditional methods, though cheap, are not very efficient as water is not distributed evenly and the losses are high. Modern systems of irrigation. These use water more efficiently and ensure optimum irrigation. We talked briefly about two such methods. First, sprinkler system. This method involves sprinkling of water on plants in a way similar to rainfall. It is generally used in areas with uneven land or those having soils with poor water holding capacity. Perpendicular pipes with rotating nozzles on top are joined to the main pipeline, which is laid in the field. When water is made to flow through the pipeline under pressure using a pump, it moves out of the nozzle in all directions and falls on the ground. Drip irrigation. This method is very useful for areas having acute water shortage. In this method, water falls drop by drop near the roots through narrow pipes and tubes. Hence, there is no wastage of water in this method. Sometimes